Video journal entry 7 for the year 59 in total, July 31st, 2026. Well, we're ending off this month on a better note than last month. I don't know why I cried. I didn't mean to. I guess I was, sometimes things just frustrate you. You don't even really know. I feel I'm still just about as stressed about financial and the way the world is going, etc. But I don't know, not feeling the need to cry and feel down. I feel like probably because I was maybe I was more productive. I don't know. Was I more productive? I don't know. I think it's about the same. Or maybe I closed a lot of like mental loops and cycles and things I needed to do. So I'm feeling better, I think. I didn't finish my collection. I wanted to finish the pieces, but I think rightfully I didn't because I realized all the things I listed a lot of things I wanted to work on this month. And, that took a lot more energy than I was expecting. So I think a lot of that energy was taken away from the ceramic side, but I still got a decent amount done. Last month, I believe I finished 2 forms completely, and then I finished like the sculpting everything for 2 forms, and then I made the bodies. I threw the bodies for the next 2. But this month I finished 4 forms completely, and I've thrown the body for 2. So the main ceramic pieces that I wanted to make as of now have been thrown. I've actually fired 3 of them, so 3 are bisque fired and need to be glazed, so that's good. I feel like also another thing that's taking up time is I worked on the large painting that I said I wanted to work on for the collection. That was one of the main things that was going to be like stressing me, I feel like, but it ended up not. And I don't know how, I just kind of locked in and got it done. It's almost done. As you can see a little bit right here. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm not like mad about it or anything, but it's just something I need to do, and I did it. Maybe I want to be able to see it in good lighting and from a distance, because I only have so much space in my little studio right here, so I can't really ponder on it from a distance. But I think it'll be interesting to see. I think it'll allow people to get different perspectives when they stand further versus closer, and I think it'll add to that allure because if you think about how I made it from a close proximity, so it'll just add to how somebody would view it. Like I said, I want to get about 4 or 5 more paintings done. I feel like if I got this big painting done, the others will be a little bit smaller, so it won't be too much. I feel like in regards to this painting, the main thing was just working on the color. Like I've been trying to contemplate and understand color more. Like I can see something and kind of replicate it, but I want to understand color in a way where I can yield it as my sword. I have the power. I want to be able to understand color in a way where I can apply it how I want to apply it, and I can get to the visions I want to get to. That's another thing. Like, it's harder to get a reference when it's like in your head sometimes. One thing that I struggle with is like I made a quick draft sketch of it on like my iPad, so it was like kind of hard to merge. Like I was thinking about lighting. I was thinking about real life lighting and positioning and posture, referencing, trying to like equate that to what I have, and then like altering color in ways that I need for different shadowing and things was something that I was taking ever to think about. I'm happy that I'm almost done with this painting. This is like the one I really want to get done. To be honest with you, if I don't get another painting done for the collection, so be it. But I'm happy I got this large one done. I've always had affinity for larger work, and it's nice to be able to get something like this done. I want to make larger ceramics as well. I always think about that, but it made me happy to get that done. I think all of these things have been helping me feel much better this month. I worked on the visuals. I think I said last month I wanted to work on the visuals a lot. I was just thinking more so about I was thinking, what can I get done with the tools that I have on hand and the timing and energy that I have? And I think ultimately it came down to, for me, location. I thought about a visual world that I wanted to embody. That when I'm talking about content, I'm thinking about the content I'm making for my ceramics page and for this collection. I'm gonna be thinking about more content for this page. I really have so much time and energy, but I feel like as I'm getting a workflow down for my ceramics page, I'll be able to get a workflow down and make videos for this page as well. Like I want to, but I wanted to narrow down to create this certain world to embody the collection and the feel and branding, etc. that I wanted for that page. And I was able to do that, and I kind of imagined that world, and I sought after it location wise in real life, and I'm liking the kind of structure and template that I have for my videos right now there. I also made the one little music video that I wanted to make for my music. I got that idea done, was happy about. I haven't finished editing the video in total, but I've made like a little short form edit of it. I'm happy with it. But that's where I am this month. Next month, I think continuing off of what I didn't get done last month, and that's thinking about money. I wanted to start thinking about money this coming up month in August. I'm not completely done with these works. So like, the way I'm thinking about it is like, okay, I'll get these projects done and these works done, and I'll be thinking about sales. I'm actively thinking about sales as I'm doing it. I'm working, and I've been looking into marketing, etc., and luxury marketing, things like that. So I'm thinking about sales, but I can't go in it as much. Like I can't visualize certain marketing visuals and things I want to do all the way because I don't have the full body. I feel like once I get the full body of the collection, I can have more direction for where I want to go with things. And that's where I'm at with it right now. And that's what I'll be pushing for this coming up month in August. So finishing these works. And I think I can't really see this thing. There's like steps. I really want to just get into sales of things, but I'm thinking about hosting something like my own exhibition. I want it to be like very robust and different. Example, utilizing different elements and senses of a person. So I want to host like a exhibition in a way that's like featuring like music and my pieces that I've been making and just feel and touch and things like that. I don't know how that's gonna go. I ain't never done no shit like that before. I've been wanting to do a real life event for some time. That's what something I've been actively thinking about. And I think like doing an exhibit or something like that, exhibition for this would be cool. So I'm like, that's the next step, I think, before like active sales. I think I'll be pushing like marketing assets, etc., and campaigning, but I think like launching the trigger on sales perhaps after I do this event. So I'm gonna be thinking about it this month. I'm gonna try to like organize that thought and see where I can get to. I feel like it might be a lot to try to host an event in a month when I haven't finished the pieces, but we'll see. If I can't get it done this month, hopefully September I can host an event. I've been thinking about like traveling. I've been thinking about going to Sequoia National Park. I think that would be nice to go to, but I don't know. If I can get it done without a car, then I'll try to book that trip. If not, I'm gonna sit back. Like I said, I gotta get my spending and things and wrap. Speaking of which, I made $50, or technically I made $40 profit. I resold something, which is kind of cool. Like I made money in a way that's like not 9 to 5. I've been like having an itch to apply for jobs, but I said to myself that I'm not gonna apply for a job right now. I feel like do I have a booger? I hope I don't have a booger. I keep feeling like something itching my nose. If you see a booger, sorry. I'm sorry if you do, because I feel like my nose fluttering. Sorry, I don't know if that's gross or not. I feel like I felt the booger or something. But I've been itching like to apply for jobs. I'm like, no. I thought myself like, I'm gonna make a list. Like if I haven't exhausted all the elements of this list, I dare not apply, put in an application. So essentially like, have I reached out to like 100 clients, have I sold and made clothes to sell? What have I done to get money and make sales before I'm thinking about making this application? But that's what I'm at for this month. I don't know what next month is gonna hold. Like time is just flying by. Oh my gosh. But I'm feeling better. I've been resting more. I've been taking naps and shit. But yeah, that's what I'm at this month. Next month, I hope to have this collection finished completely. Ooh, also talk about climate. I don't know if anybody else. I'm from the Midwest, so we've been getting a spew of smoke from Canada wildfires. And I just recently heard about France wildfires. And what's funny? I literally saw an article one day, like before the wildfires, and it was like, it was essentially like in the essence of, by the way, scientists say actually climate change is not that bad. Da, 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 da. I'm like, that's a damn lie. Who wrote this type of propaganda? You're not slick. And then next, we have these unprecedented wildfires in different places. Heaviest of Negro size. But yeah, that's it for me this month. I'll see how next month goes. See me later. Bye.